Welcome to Sports Ramble. My name's Joe Silik. I'm joined by Big D Dennis Pond, a very special guest that we have had on the podcast before, and we enjoy having him back again. The Chew, and our
Absolute rock
host,
star.
absolute rock star, and our host, Corbin Rush. What are we talking about tonight, Corbin?
Well, I think we all know what we're talking about tonight, boys. It's only the biggest game in 2023. The Super Bowl!
Oh no, that sounded awful.
Dude, I got a little bit of a sore throat right now. But
That wasn't the problem.
That wasn't the issue.
So we got Chiefs and Broncos in the Super Bowl.
We do.
We got the Chiefs and the Eagles. Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes, number one defense in the NFL versus, let's be real, the number one offense in the NFL, who has not scored less than 17 points this season, might I add. Boys, I don't know. I think it's going to be a really good one. I think it's going to be close. I do not think we're going to see a blowout in this year's Super Bowl by any stretch of the imagination. I'm excited to see what Jalen Hurts can do in a Super Bowl right now. I mean, the guy's always come across level-headed. He's always come across like very composed. This is the biggest game he's ever played in, and like all you know for a fact, Patrick Mahomes is going to be on every billboard, every sign, every TV monitor, because what is the name of the stadium they're playing in?
State Farm.
State Farm, buddy. So you know Patrick Mahomes is going to be everywhere. He's been hearing about it all week. I don't know, man. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a good one. Dennis, we'll start with you. What are you feeling about this game right now?
I think Patrick Mahomes is going to need to double check himself before he wrecks himself, because the birds don't play around.
Is Corbin frozen?
No. I'm
I was waiting for someone to react. But no, I mean, I think offensively, the Eagles, Chiefs are gonna have to score points. The receivers aren't that healthy. The Chiefs receivers, that is. The Eagles defense, don't sleep on them. I mean, that's one of the top units in the league as well, especially when you look at takeaways and negative plays. I think. We're not doing predictions right now.
No. We'll hold off on predictions. We're just kind of doing what you think about the Super Bowl. What's going to happen? Like where your mind's at with what you think you're going to see.
My mind's at I don't think it's going to be a good game. I'm debating if I'm actually going to watch it.
Nova's about to leave the room with that take.
But... Okay. I'll take some more money from people. I don't care.
But you already owe me some.
Ooh. Yeah,
if we're talking
Joe and you money.
I was gonna say, Joe, what are you feeling? What are you thinking right now? How are your thoughts going into this?
I don't know why we're even talking about it, because it's already, the script was leaked. We all saw it. Was it 37-34? I'm pretty sure that's like the fourth most placed prop bet on FanDuel, maybe, is 37-34 Eagles at plus 8,000. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Script's leaked.
Chewy?
No, I think it'll be it could be a good one. I'd like to see if the Eagles front four can get after Mahomes like Tampa did a couple years ago. I think the Eagles will have a pretty decent time. If they can't and they have to blitz, I think that, Mahomes is probably going to tear them up, especially when he gets out of the pocket. I mean, I think Travis Kelce said yesterday or today, like when that play breaks down, his number one thing is to just, run 5 yards downfield and get open. And that'll be the key for them. Other than that, I think it'll be an interesting one.
Chew, I love that you brought that up because I didn't even think about that. And this is why I love having you on the podcast. That is an excellent point. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL in history against the blitz. He has like the highest completion percentage, highest big play touchdown ratio, I think, against blitz packages. And the way Tampa...
They're not going to blitz.
Well, can I... Please? It all depends on if Philly can get to Mahomes with that four-man front. And we assume they can, but this is not the same offensive line that the Chiefs went into against that Tampa Bay team either. I mean, Mahomes still had quite a bit of time. They have the number one pass block win rate in the NFL on that offensive line. And the defensive line for Philadelphia Eagles has the number one defensive pass rush rate in the NFL, I believe. So, with that being said, I think it's going to come down to what happens in the trenches, like it always does. But I think it's a really big deal. Also, Chu, what was the other thing you said? You talked about the offensive line or the
Travis
Kelce, Patrick Mahomes extending plays. I thought you said something else, didn't you?
The Eagles front forward, they just got to get there without having to, like, if the Eagles have to rush, more than four, they're like, the play's just going to break down, and, Mahomes is going to do what he's done for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And that's just tear people up with that little 5-yard slot to Kelce or to Pacheco, especially with his speed.
Yeah.
I mean, that I think those are going to be, keys for them.
Mm-hmm.
If that, if the play does break down, he's going to be looking for those two.
Yeah. That was there's something else too I want to bring. The Chiefs have not scored less than 17 points this season. And also Jalen Hurts has only thrown for 270 yards total in his 2 playoff games. Not in one playoff game each. That's not each game. That's in the combined amount of passing yards he's had this playoffs is 270
Who has the best
yards.
rushing attack in the NFL though?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying,
But to be fair, though, look who they played, though. They played the Giants, and they handily won that game, so they didn't need to throw the ball. They were just trying to eat
by
clock.
80 points.
And then the 49ers, who didn't have a quarterback, as long as it didn't even matter. They didn't need to win either of those games. They won by default for showing up.
I just need to know if Jalen Hurts is healthy, man. He had one of the best deep ball throws this season, and you could tell against the 49ers he was not feeling it. And they're going to need those big plays to beat the Chiefs. So, Dennis has given us the most side-eyed glance I've ever seen in my life. So, I know you got some more to say, Dennis. So let's hear it. Let's hear this long take that you're going to give us about why I'm so wrong about what's going to happen on Sunday.
The Eagles have the best rushing attack in the NFL. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, so keep your mouth shut. And then you look at Hurts over the season, right? And I know you say he might be injured, but it's like Joe said, they won by default by showing off and snapping the ball. Like, the teams they played were shells of themselves, right? Giants probably weren't really a shell of themselves. It was just the Giants. Like, let's be real. But then you look at the touchdowns that Jalen Hurts is accountable for this season. The total touchdowns, rushing and passing combined. Correct me if I'm wrong, he leads the league in combined touchdowns, does he not?
I don't think he does. I think Patrick Mahomes leads the league in combined touchdowns.
He's top 3 in combined.
In combined, yeah.
They're going to destroy the Chiefs.
Josh Allen at 42.
I'm trying to say they're going to destroy the Chiefs.
You
got to remember, Hurts sat out 3 games.
I don't see that happening. I don't see it. This is the most healthy team that Philly has played throughout the playoffs. Like Philly, like you said, they played 2 shells of themselves. Like Nick Bosa was even hurt in their playoff game. They haven't played a serious pass or serious defense throughout the playoffs. Because
I'm pretty sure I heard earlier this week their entire team was practicing. Like no one sat out for injury.
At Kansas City and Philadelphia?
Kansas City still has people out. Looks something like Juju came back. Tony was out, and McKinnon sat Tuesday.
Okay. Losing Tony's not that big of a deal.
Said McKinnon was back Wednesday, I think.
Although Tony had the game of games against Cincinnati. So
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, this is the Eagles have literally sleptwalked through the playoffs. This is going to be the first competition they've had. And like Chris Jones, you don't think he's going to get home? Like, no. There's going to be
against the best offensive line in football. No, sorry.
They're not the best at pass block win rate. I can tell you that much because that's the Kansas City Chiefs. Who cares? So Jalen Hurts is going to be back to the best offensive, like rushing the ball offensive line. Yeah, that's the Philadelphia Eagles, but you also have to pass block.
You don't think Lane Johnson's going to step up in the Super Bowl?
We'll have to see. I don't know.
Outlandish behavior.
I don't know how you think
outlandish behavior.
I don't know how you think it's gonna be not gonna be.
I'm going to go ahead and give my prediction.
I don't even want to hear it
because
it doesn't matter.
It's 37-23, and the Chiefs will be lucky to score 23.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I think that's a little outlandish.
Yeah.
But I'm on the same beat. 37-34. I'm going with the script.
Joe's rolling with the script. I'm dead. I'm actually gonna I love the Eagles. I love what they've done this season. I think they're gonna be back. They're gonna be a perennial Super Bowl contender. Nick Sirianni, it's his first Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, it's his first Super Bowl. Is half that freaking Eagles roster first Super Bowl. Almost the entire Chiefs defense has been to a Super Bowl. Almost. And at least 80% of this offense has been to a Super Bowl before. So, like,
hold on.
Actually, no.
Do we
wrong,
have?
wrong.
Is there? Has
really
there been
and Kelsey and
has there been a Chiefs jersey on the Rocky statue yet? Has that been confirmed or denied?
It's not there yet.
No, I'm tempted to go put one on tomorrow.
Oh no!
Piss off the Eagles. I'm kind of tempted to do it, bro.
Yeah, like, I definitely am not surprised at all that Minshew has a Chiefs jersey either. Like,
I actually don't, but I'll go buy one if it means the Eagles win. Because I am tired of hearing all this shit about Patrick Mahomes and being fucking.
Hey, we don't curse on the podcast. We don't curse on the podcast.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
The last time I was here, that was still a thing.
No.
Dude, I'm so tired of it. Like, put a Chiefs jersey or something on the Rocky statue, piss off everybody in Philly, let the Eagles win. I'm here for it.
Don't misunderstand.
You don't hear about that being an inside job?
What, the Philadelphia
the statue, like putting jersey on statue? Someone said was an inside job.
I'm for it.
I don't know. All I gotta say is I'm pulling for the Eagles in this game. I want the Eagles to win this game. I think the Chiefs win this by 2 touchdowns. I think Philly only puts up like 18 and Chiefs put up at least 35. That's my guess. I think it's 35-18 Chiefs. Listen,
I think you're off.
Travis Kelce has been there. Patrick Mahomes has been there. Wow, I can't even remember the head coach for the Chiefs. Yeah. It's not like
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, thank you. I got NBA on the brain. I was thinking Jason Kidd for some reason. Andy Reid. Yeah, I know, right? Like, how does that even?
Doesn't even look like Jason Kidd.
He looks like
Jason Kidd.
Not even in the same like state. Not even in the same ballpark. I don't know. I'm thinking of what. Andy Reid is over here. He's coached in what? This is 4th Super Bowl he's coached in. Patrick Mahomes, this is his 3rd Super Bowl he's played in. Like, they've been here in these big moments. This is the first time that Eagles roster has ever even like thought about thinking about being in a big moment like this. And that plays a big part in what, like, remember when Sean McVay, so this happened last year. Sean McVay was talking about in his first Super Bowl against the Patriots, he overthought everything. He overanalyzed, he overprepared, and that's what caused him to lose to the Patriots because he tried to do too much. Do you think Nick Sirianni's probably going through the same problem right now in his first Super Bowl? I think he is. It's just his first year head coach. It's like he's
only looking at the play sheet. It says smoke darts, run the damn ball. That's the play sheet.
I don't know.
Honestly, Corbett, I agree with you. Like, I going into this before I saw the whole script thing and kind of bought into that whole, conspiracy. I was kind of leaning towards Chiefs because most of their roster has been there before. They've been in that position before. The Eagles kind of don't have that resume, yes, you could say. But like I said, Dennis, before you start lipping off, I did say Eagles by 3. So let's calm down before you start roasting my take.
I'm not roasting your take. I just have another point to make, right? What do I say for every game? Who wins the games?
The trenches, baby.
Yeah, the trenches.
I hate this guy. The offensive line and the defensive line. But if you look at the studs on the Eagles defensive line, they've all won a Super Bowl. Wait a minute. If you look at the studs on the offensive line, wait, they've all won a Super Bowl too. So all I'm going to say is you're wrong. I'm right. Get out of here.
Let's put some money on it. We'll just what I'll offer you, Dennis, is you owe me nothing if the Eagles win this game by 1 touchdown, by 7+. So the spread, I'll give you 7.5. If the Eagles win by 7.5.
No, I want 6.5. I want 6.5.
No, 7.5. Take it. I will
Ooh.
wipe
I'll
away
take it.
all your debts. Okay, Eagles win by 7.5. You owe me nothing anymore. If they lose or they don't win, they win by less than 7.5, then you double up.
If the Chiefs cover the spread, yeah.
If the Chiefs cover, you double up what you owe me.
That's tough. Don't take that. That's horrible. That's a horrible bet.
If you're so
That's
confident.
horrible.
Dennis is over here telling me the Chiefs are going to lose by 2 touchdowns. It's going to be 37-23. Dennis is so confident here. Put your money where your mouth is, big boy.
I'll take that deal.
All right, that's on. That's a potty promise. Are we
Stop.
I love
Body
it.
promise.
But Dennis, we'll shake on it. Are we doing the?
How about I get the Kansas City brand for my brand?
If they cover? If Kansas City
That-
covers,
no,
you get the
no,
KC
no.
brand?
No,
No.
do not do that.
Andy
All right,
Reid's
anyways.
face tattooed on your ass.
No,
We
no.
were really hoping for the Max Duggan tattoo.
We
We
really
were
were.
really hoping for the Max Duggan tattoo. Okay, so we will go. I guess we'll just do our predictions. We kind of all said our piece. So I think most of us know. At 35-18, Dennis, you are what 37-23 Eagles. I'm 35-18 Chiefs, and then Joe, you're 37-34 Eagles. What, Dennis?
Nothing.
And then Chewy, I don't think we got your numbers. What do you got for this game?
I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna put it somewhere in the ballpark of like 33-27. I'll take the Eagles 33-27.
So I got 3
So-
Eagles and 1 Chiefs in this podcast. I feel a little.
It should be also noted that 75% of the money is on Eagles.
Yeah. The Eagles are also 5-0, being the favorite as the away team this year too.
That's pretty interesting.
That's a good stat
something
right
to-
there.
That is a
something
good
to
That's a
think
great
about.
stat. That's a great stat.
To
Chewy-
combat my money stat, betting is legal in Pennsylvania. It is not
Yes.
legal in those other 2 states where Kansas City falls on.
Missouri and Kansas.
Yeah, those two. I actually might. I don't know. I
so-
think it's one of the 2.
Before we move off of this, though, does anybody else want to make a bet while we're on the
No,
pod? Anybody want to throw
I
something?
have no money to lose.
Joe, I'll
I
make
don't
one with
either,
you.
but I'm
What do
just.
you-
I'm
You
that
make one with
confident.
me?
Yeah,
I don't have money to lose, but I'm that confident.
I got Kansas City. Give me Kansas City plus or minus 6.5, and I'll owe you $10 if they don't win by 7.
$10.
$10.
$10
don't win by
bet.
seven.
Money.
Kansas
The
City
line
wins by
6.5. Kansas
Six-
City.
Yeah.
Make it 100. Make it 100.
No.
No.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Hey, we're
We're
not
not playing
monetized yet.
golf
We're not
here.
monetized yet. When we're monetized, we'll start throwing some big old numbers.
I'll take that deal.
Take that deal. All right, Kansas
Yeah,
City minus
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah, great deal.
All right, Bolas. I think that's all we got to say about the Super Bowl right now. We'll have a lot to say afterwards. Pacheco, that's also a great story, man. How about that guy? But
I don't know why I can't stand him.
he runs hard, man. And from
Yeah.
where he's came from, super cool story, man. Super.
I think it just bothers me because of how hard he ran against the Bengals.
He ran them over, through their spirit, stepped on it. Also, first time in any Super Bowl ever, 2 brothers are playing against each other. So, also something else that's pretty cool. Moving
Just adding to
on.
the conspiracy, but whatever.
Yeah, no, for sure. It feeds into it. We're gonna dive deep this offseason. Joe, I know you had some things you wanted to say about I heard the ramblings, the whispers on the wind of some, I guess, like golf showcase, some like a putt tournament, I think, or something like
Yeah.
that. What's going on?
Something
You
like
mean
that.
the tournament?
Well, boys, before I start diving into what happened today, the opening round of the Waste Management Phoenix Open.
Are the
I wanna
birds
ask you guys
real,
a
Joe? Are the birds real?
Not at Augusta, they're not, but I'll get into that in a second. Would you boys rather have tickets to Augusta
Oh God, this question.
for 1 year, right?
How good are the seats?
Grounds tickets.
Okay.
Or amazing seats at hole 16 at the Waste Management every single year.
I will say this.
Dennis, you can't do that with your
Change
hand,
change what?
man.
Oh.
Put it down. Okay. Getting
Change
canceled.
it. Change it to the best seats possible at Augusta. VIP.
For
The
one year.
$1 billion tickets. Yeah.
Inside the ropes with like Jordan Speed, Tiger Woods, someone like that.
Yeah, you can go give them blowjobs. Like that's how good the tickets are.
Whoa. We don't swear on this podcast, but
That's not a swear word.
Anyways,
And change the waste management one to like the crappiest ticket you can buy.
Every year.
I'm taking just 1 year. I'm taking the waste management.
No.
no.
That's
I
the
wouldn't
crowd. TP
Absolutely,
One
absolutely
per
not.
one per one.
The way,
no.
yeah, no. The way Dennis
I'll
just
for
changed that,
Scottsdale?
absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm going to Augusta for 1 year versus the
For
worst
1
seats
year.
in waste
But no,
management.
like honestly, like the I want to hear you guys' answer to like 1 year at Augusta or every year at
Well, then
Waste
that's
Management.
my answer.
So can I start
ahead.
this?
Go Chewy. Go Chewy.
Because I like this question. I'm still taking Augusta.
Ooh,
As much
I'm glad someone-
as much as going to waste management, sitting on 16, best seat possible. You're row one. Like I know exactly where this question leads, Joe. You're sitting there row one, right behind the pin. You can see him tee off. You see that ball in. You're seeing him putt. I'm still taking Augusta.
Wow.
Being a Georgia boy myself, there's something about the beauty of Augusta and what that tournament is. It is the most prestigious, tournament in the world. Somebody wants to correct me on that one, I'll fight you. But that place is beautiful no matter what. Just to have the privilege to go see that. I'm going to Augusta.
You need to get to the bottom of the fake bird noise situation going on down there.
Throw some rocks
Yeah, I'll
first,
take
Chewy,
that one.
when you get down there. Start throwing rocks. See if we
Cool.
can
What's
get
your
a score.
take on this? Because
Oh,
you don't
I'm
really
going-
know what anything means.
Oh, Augusta? That's the one where like the old dudes go play, right? Like, why would I want to go see a bunch of old dudes go play golf? And sound like me at all.
That's where it costs you $300,000 a year to go play, Corbin. To
Yeah,
be a member alone.
I can't afford that. Why would I want to go hang out with a bunch of people that aren't like me? You know what I mean? Put me in waste management. Give me a beer and let me scream at the top of my lungs at hole 16, buddy. Every single year, I can make a trip out of it. I'm going to call the boys up and be like, yo, I know I got my free ticket. Sling a ding along. You're just going to come along with me. And like, we're just going to roll it up at freaking waste management. I'm going to be sitting there at hole 16. Like just losing my mind. 100% I'm going waste management.
Exactly.
The
Like,
Masters
Yeah,
would be
TP
awesome.
Scottsdale, and it's a no-brainer for me. Like
The Masters would be incredible to go watch. I'm not saying the Masters wouldn't be an absolute like once in a lifetime opportunity, because it is. But to get to go do that every year at Waste Management with those seats, just that experience, dude, come on now.
It would be
I gotta
something
go.
else.
I gotta go to Waste Management. I did my research.
That's the thing. Is like, of course, I want to go to Augusta. I think everyone does. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to go. I mean, I've heard from people that have went that it is unlike anything else. But I'm kind of nervous that if I only get to go once, that I'm gonna be somehow disappointed. But at Scottsdale, come on, your expectations are just like a rowdy college football feeling crowd. And if someone gets that hole in one on Sunday, oh my gosh.
And let's be real, Joe. Like you come from the most money out of all of us. You would fit in the most.
Okay,
at
well,
Augusta.
let's calm down.
No. You would fit in the most at Augusta. You've sat in the box before at a football game. Unlike us, I've sat on.
Where are you going
sat in
with
the
this?
stands. I'm saying.
So have I.
No.
All right.
You fit in with the crowd.
Anywho,
You would fit in with the crowd more at Augusta than me or Dennis would. Let's just be real about this. You know how to act in public. Some of us don't know how to act.
You guys show up to a golf course in jorts and a like Hawaiian shirt on.
We got a bucket hat on.
it's happened.
Man,
It's happened.
like Joe, you have golf clothes. You actually know how to golf. Like you
So
shoot.
do you. I've sent them to you.
Yes, I do wear them too. But again, did anyone else catch that? It's not because I bought them. It's not because I own them. It's because Chewy had to send me golf clothes for me to show up at a course and not look like somebody that just crawled out of a sewer. Okay, so like, Joe, I think Augusta would fit you a little more, but I know deep down inside, you might look good on the golf course. You might wear the fancy clothes. You might wear the nice hat. You might show up and shoot a little bit. You might You're a scratch golfer now. You're playing
Not quite, but getting there.
But you might shoot the good scores. Deep down inside you, Joe, down in here, you're just like me and Dennis. Don't fool yourself. Dennis, am I wrong there?
Is like it's. I mean, I wouldn't even want. I mean, obviously, I would want to maybe like Thursday walk the course. Follow a group, walk the course. But then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's sun up, sundown.
Drinking,
parking my backside at 16, watching it.
Drinking Mickey's.
Of course.
And Chewy, you do enjoy the finer things in life. I think Augusta fits you well, my man. I think you'd appreciate it more than I would, for sure.
Probably.
Although I would like to clarify, Chewy did say he was a Georgia boy, but I've seen this man with a Georgia jersey, an Alabama jersey, an Ohio State jersey. He's about to have a Kansas City Chiefs jersey. I think the Eagles jersey is also coming in.
A Lakers jersey.
So,
all right, but let me kind of dive into what happened today.
We love you, Chewy.
Because we kind of got a little off topic here. Sorry about it. Thursday morning, I'm at work. I'm like, man, I'm gonna tune in, watch these first groups tee off. ESPN Plus with all the coverage nowadays. I go on. Oh, we're on a frost delay. I'm like, what the heck? Got an hour and 50-minute delay this morning, which caused most of the afternoon groups not to finish today. And let me tell you what, boys, the conditions this morning were rough. They had 25-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, cold. Greens were wet and dry at the same time. It was a nightmare. You had people not making putts. Greens in regulation were tough. Fairways were tough. It was tough conditions out there. This afternoon, breeze kind of died down. It warmed up. A lot of these afternoon groups scored pretty well. But this morning, you had Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin. I don't even know how to say his name. He's Canadian, so who knows? Both
it doesn't matter
in the tournament after Thursday. But hot on their tail, Xander Schauffele at 4 under. Probably one of the best up-and-coming guys right now. He's going to be one of the greats here soon. Jason Day at 4 under, Hoffman at 3 under, Ram at 3 under. He did not finish today, and nor did Day. Let me get some notables here. Tony Finau stuck one close at 16 today. I think within 3 feet, had a great shot there. Scheffler at 1 under. He's only through 11. Who did I want to talk? Oh, Keegan Bradley. This afternoon, he teed off, went 3 under through the first 4 holes. Absolute tear. He's still sitting at 3 under through 12 holes. So we'll see what he does tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, whenever he plays all the play gets caught up. Spieth was struggling out there today, boys.
He's been struggling in those big tournaments.
He cannot roll
2 years.
He could not roll a putt today. He could not get lucky. The wedges were kind of hurting him. What'd you say?
Was he early?
Yes, he was this morning. He was one of the first groups off after the frost, I believe. I don't know. I was watching him on the marquee group or the featured group,
Okay.
Who else? Rory. He was struggling out there too. He was tough. He was with who was it? Rory McIlroy at +2 through the day, with Colin Morikawa with him at +2. And then the third pairing in that group was Hideki Matsuyama. And I tell you what, he looked like one of us out there today. He on the tee box, he'd go right, 4 right, past the rough, into the brush, into the crowd. Then the next hole, far left. He could not get that thing under control. I think he bounced off the wall at 16 to get his ball back into play. And he was not the only one. The wind, once that ball got up in the air, the wind took it right. It was tough out there, tough conditions. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully there won't be a frost delay. Hopefully we'll see some birdies, maybe a hole-in-one at 16. A lot of Eagles. 17. I was hoping we could see some electric stuff happen at 17 today. I didn't catch up much with it, but we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna definitely be watching Waste Management this upcoming weekend for sure. So I'm looking forward to, dude. If there's a hole in one, I just don't even know. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. So, but
Just
Chewy, you got
remember that
anything?
No, not really. Other than just remember that you're inside, Corbin, and that your beer doesn't soak into the wood.
Oh yeah. It does actually. I've learned the hard way. Tennis. You got anything to say about Waste Management?
I think I've said my piece.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll move on. Me and Dennis have some things that we need to battle out about. We got 6 minutes, and you guys are probably gonna stream at each other. And obviously, Joe, Minshew, if you guys want to throw your piece or two in, please do. 2 big things happen. Well, 3 big things. We'll hit on this real first. There's not a lot to say about it. LeBron, congratulations. You passed Kareem. You're the #1 scorer in NBA history. You're probably going to play, like, what, 2 more seasons till your son gets to the NBA. So that's going to go up. It might never, ever be surpassed. So congratulations.
Probably
man.
won't ever be.
Won't ever be touched. So congratulations, LeBron. It's an awesome accomplishment. You've earned it, man. You're the best basketball player of all time. Not the greatest, but you're the best.
The best.
Actually, I do want to throw one thing into that because I was watching a little bit of that.
Okay.
How unenthused could Anthony Davis look about
Yeah,
that?
the team chemistry is
Good
awful.
God.
That's awful. I mean, that's just a terrible look for Anthony Davis. And then he comes out too in his post-game interview and he's like, we just need to be winning. Dude, be happy for your teammate, man. That's the once that, like, you're never going to see that again in your lifetime. I can guarantee it, AD. And I
don't think anyone's ever going to see it again.
And it's probably because AD, like, he stands up too fast and he twists his ankle and he's out for like 7 games. So, I mean, that's part of the issue too. But two blockbuster trades happened yesterday and today. Kyrie Irving to the Mavericks and KD to the Suns. And let me tell y'all something real quick. Kyrie Irving to the Mavericks was about the worst trade I've ever seen a team make that had NBA championship hopes. Luka Doncic has the 2nd highest usage rate in the NBA behind Giannis. Kyrie Irving is also a high usage rate basketball player. Why on earth would you take a guy who has the 2nd highest usage rate, trade away? And Jalen Brunson's not that great. He's played under his contract value. He hasn't been productive. He's been a problem, and I understand the trade-off of Jalen Brunson. I do not understand why you got rid of Spencer Dinwiddie, and I do not understand why you went after Kyrie Irving. Those players are not going to play well together. And I think it was a bad move by the Dallas Mavericks. In my opinion, I think it was a loss for the Mavericks. And I think the Nets came out on top of that trade.
Yeah, when you
Kyrie's a cancer, he's not even going to be there next year. He's probably going to run away and run off the side of the earth that he claims is flat. So I don't know.
When you have a guy like Luka, who is your primary ball handler, right? Make no mistake about it.
Yeah. He's a point guard.
He is, dare I say it, only effective with the ball in his hands, right? I'm not saying he only drives to the basket. Like, he can shoot, but like, he either shoots, passes, like, he's a playmaker. Primary ball handler, needs the ball to score and be effective. You can't trade for someone else that needs the ball in their hand to be effective.
Yeah.
Now Kyrie's a bit better of a he's a bit better of a spot up shooter. Kyrie is than Luka, and I think they'll use him more of in like the 2 guard, and they'll try and keep the ball out of his hands a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's kind of the problem they ran into with James Harden trying to do the same thing with him.
I mean, wait, it's the same thing as Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. Like, they both needed the ball in their hands. And it's not a knock on either player. It's a knock on the organization for thinking that was going to work.
Yeah. So, Dennis,
different situation, but
yeah. All right. Do you want to move to the one that you and me got beef about? We got to run this.
Oh, you haven't even heard the beef yet.
No. So, also, Suns trade for KD. That was the best move of the entire. I don't even know. I don't. KD. Now you have Chris Paul, true point guard. You have Devin Booker, an elite scorer, and you have KD, another elite scorer, rounded off by DeAndre Ayton, a true 5. That is the most dangerous team in the Western Conference, and it's not close. They have the best roster right now, maybe in the NBA. And I think the trade for KD is going to win the Suns a championship this year. 110%. The best. How do you what do you disagree with, Dennis?
Until he gets hurt next month.
Who, KD?
Yeah.
He's been healthy.
Until he gets hurt next month. Now, listen here. I would say, okay, yeah, like it's a good move, blah, blah, blah. KD's a locker room problem. I don't care what anyone says. KD's a locker room problem. You can't deny it.
4 first rounds for him's a lot.
Listen, here's the thing. 4 first rounders and 3 guys that average you 15 points a game. For Kevin Durant, it's averaging 29 a game. 3 young guys.
The math don't add up.
You just traded away like all your role players. You have no like. Yes, they have a great 4 guys in their starting lineup. They have no depth now. 0 depth, negative depth, if that's even possible. How can you trade away 4 first rounders and 3 rotational / starter / role player who are scoring at least 15 points a game?
Phoenix did what the Rams did last year, and they're going to pay the consequence for it. But I think if you're that desperate to go win a championship, they made the right move, in my opinion. That's what you got to do.
Are they just desperate to get CP3 a ring, though?
Yeah,
Did you
so.
sell out to get one
so.
guy a ring, and then it's going to turn around and bite you in the butt like the Rams this year? I mean, you just made that comparison. Look at the Rams this year. They got a ring. Now they suck, and they really didn't lose a whole lot.
Yeah, I agree. But, all right, that's all we got time for on this podcast. Thank you guys for stopping in with us, Chewy. It's always a pleasure. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Chewy, hopefully. Like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, leave a comment, and stop by with us next time. Peace.